Fluoride, it is in tea, it's in coffee, it's in water, it's in bread, it's in toothpaste, but it's actually a poison.
Fluoride is a drug, not a nutrient. Multiple ethical codes are being violated here by forcing us to ingest this drug.
Allergies, arthritis, bone disease, brain tumors.
Like bone disorder, thyroid disease, low intelligence, dementia, and diabetes.
Deadly type of bone cancer called osteosarcoma.
Concerns over excess fluoride prompted the American Dental Association to warn parents not to mix baby formula with tap water during an infant's first 12 months. Fluoride can also build up in the bones to cause pain, stiff joints, and skeletal abnormalities when they get older.
You know when fluoride was first put in drinking water? In the Nazi concentration camps.
So that is some scary stuff. What I did to find all those clips was search for fluoride on YouTube and just select the top 10 videos. Unsurprisingly, all of these videos were about the dangers of fluoride. So just to clarify, my project is about fluoride, not water fluoridation. I am just trying to bust some myths and provide some evidentiary framework for claims made about fluoride, and much of that has to do with water fluoridation. And now the claims. Number 1.
It's actually a poison.
I really hope it's obvious by this point in the class, but if you don't know, poison is almost always a question of dose. The amount of a harmless or beneficial dose varies from substance to substance, but pretty much anything taken in excess will make you sick and eventually kill you. Claim number 2.
Fluoride is a drug, not a nutrient.
A lot of these videos use words like drug and chemical to scare people, but the thing about those words is that 1, everything is made out of chemicals or energy, and 2, fluoride is a nutrient, but the nutrient-drug dichotomy is a false one. Supplementation is a chemical medical intervention with a known physiological effect used in the treatment or prevention of a disease. It's a pretty much textbook drug. Vitamin C tablets treat scurvy. It's a good thing. Claim, or rather claims, number 3. The diseases.
Like bone disorders, thyroid disease.
Allergies, arthritis, bone disease, brain tumors.
Deadly type of bone cancer called osteosarcoma.
I would like to respond to each of these disease claims individually, but unfortunately there are a lot of them and I'm a little bit pressed for time, so instead I'm just going to provide you with some free advice for how to respond to disease claims in your everyday life. 1. If someone tells you that something is caused by, cured by, or correlated to something else, ask to see a study. There should be some sort of scholarly study to back up such a claim. If there is not such a study, it's okay to reject the claim out of hand. You will have my blessing. 2. When they show you the study, 2 easy ways to measure the size and the strength of the study are to look at the N, or number of trials or participants or items examined in the study. It gives you a sense of the size, and the R squared, which represents the coefficient of determination. It should be a number between 0 and 1 in most cases, and the closer it is to 1, the stronger the correlation is in the study. The better the model described in the study represents the data. 3. Do not let anyone get away with applying animal information directly to humans. And 4. Consider the dose of the compound in question. Is it normal for the population of interest? Have the researchers intervened to increase or decrease the dose in some way? And in the case of nutrients, how does the dose square with recommendations? Recall that for fluoride, for an adult, the tolerable upper intake level is 10 milligrams per day. Claim 4. Dental fluorosis and risks to children.
Concerns over excess fluoride prompted the American Dental Association to warn parents not to mix baby formula with tap water during an infant's first 12 months.
Infant formula is fluoridated by law in the United States. If you combine fluoridated infant formula with fluoridated tap water, it could result in too much fluoride for your infant. Excess fluoride can lead to fluorosis, but what is fluorosis? The hard part of our bones and teeth is a matrix of hydroxyapatite crystal, but sometimes in the presence of fluoride, which is strongly electronegative, the OH group can be displaced. This forms fluoroapatite, which is beneficial because that strong electronegativity of the fluoride makes the compound harder to break apart and therefore less likely to be corroded. That means fewer dental caries and stronger bones. But in the presence of excess fluoride, fluorosis, the fluoroapatite crystals can form solid deposits, and because their crystalline matrix is different, they'll stack differently with the hydroxyapatite crystals. In mild fluorosis, this just appears as white striations on the teeth. Alex Day, a very famous YouTuber, suffered from mild dental fluorosis, and now his smile looks fine. Now, in extreme cases, dental fluorosis can cause pitting in the teeth because the hydroxyapatite cannot crystallize over the solid fluoroapatite deposit. This will leave an indentation in the tooth and can make it very difficult to clean, and therefore increase the risk of dental caries. That's what the brown staining in severe fluorosis is.
Can also build up in the bones to cause pain, stiff joints, and skeletal abnormalities when they get older.
In almost all cases, to obtain fluorosis like this, children have to be eating toothpaste on a regular basis, taking fluoride tablets in excess of recommendations, or the water where they live contains unsafe levels of natural fluoride salts. If water flows past fluoride-rich minerals, fluoride salts will dissolve, and sometimes this can lead to natural fluoride salts at levels well in excess of CDC fluoridation recommendations. Most of the photos you see on the internet of children with severe fluorosis, that is brown, deeply pitted teeth, are from areas where natural fluoride salts occur at unsafe levels. Claim 4, the confirmation of Godwin's law.
You know when fluoride was first put in drinking water? In the Nazi concentration camps.
This is nonsense, and it is deeply offensive nonsense. I've cited some sources in the doobly-doo, but this never happened. The Nazis barely provided potable water to people in ghettos and concentration camps. How dare you? Additionally, even if the Nazis were providing fluoridated water to concentration camps, that doesn't actually say anything about fluoride. The Nazis encouraged physical activity and banned smoking in public places. That does not mean those things are evil. This is a classic logical fallacy. Moreover, falsely co-opting the experience of Holocaust survivors in order to further your political cause is evil. You should be deeply ashamed of yourself. Stop it now. I'm afraid that's all the claims I have time for. I hope this video has helped you to feel a little bit less anxious about fluoride.